Yes, you guys, I am back with another Pro Clubs video, and in this video I'm going to be doing a dribbling tutorial to help you guys know how to dribble in a game. If you lots watch my stream and see my clips, you lots already know I know how to dribble, and I'm actually very good at it as well. This can help you not just in Pro Clubs but in other game modes. So if you lots are doing career mode, ultimate team, friendlies, whatever, this will help you become a better dribbler. But before I do get straight to, showing you guys how to dribble on Pro Clubs, there's a few tips, that can instantly make you a better dribbler. But before I do get straight to the tips, make sure to subscribe to my channel and get us 100 likes. If you lots get me 100 likes in the video, I'll definitely do a skill move tutorial and show you the most effective skill moves on Pro Clubs. And I can also help you guys with passing tutorials, shooting tutorials, everything on Pro Clubs in general. I'll be helping you guys with that, so make sure to smash the like button. Now let's get straight to the video. So for the first tip, to improving your dribbling instantly, it has to be, attributes and just builds in general. If you guys got the most clunkiest, build ever, you're going to be moving like Maguire, like you're going to be so stiff on the ball. You guys will be struggling to dribble in general and even move in general. You guys don't want to be moving like a fridge, so make sure your weight is from, I would say, 99 pounds to maybe 152 pounds. I think anything higher than 152 pounds will make you very, big and a bit more stockier, if that's even a word. Also, a height from maybe 5'4" to 6 foot is, perfect for dribbling. Anything more than that, it just gets harder to dribble. So if you guys want to be the best dribbler, make sure you're between 5'4" to 6 foot, and that is perfect. Because me personally, I do use 6 foot, and I don't have an issue when I dribble with a 6 foot build. I don't really need to explain this too much, but the taller you are, obviously the more clunky you become. Now for the attributes that are important for dribbling, the first one is reactions. This basically improves your reaction speed. Obviously I don't hear anyone saying, reactions are important for dribbling, but for me, when I personally use reactions to the max, I feel like my dribbling is much more better and smooth. So definitely get your reactions to at least anything higher than 90 should be fine. Now another attribute which I'd say is probably one of the most important attributes when it comes to dribbling, and that's agility. This basically improves how fast you change your directions based on whether you have high agility or not. So long story short, if you have 50 agility, you'll be turning like Prime Maguire, and if you got 99 agility, you'll be turning like Prime Messi. Simple as that. Now balance is important because the higher your balance is, let's say you're 99 balance, it basically reduces your chances of stumbling or falling. When someone is challenging you, let's say someone tries to barge you or something, then the chances of you, actually going on the floor is very low if you got max, balance, for example. And FIFA 23 is actually pretty annoying because physicality is now a thing. So a centre back with, let's say, 99 strength can just dash you around, and if you got low balance, then that's what the result would be. But if you guys have max balance, you will be untouchable. So make sure you have more than 90 balance and you're good. Now ball control is very important, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's not really important for dribbling in general. It's just to have a good touch basically, which is very important. But we're trying to learn how to dribble and be the best dribblers out there, so ball control isn't going to be helping you in terms of becoming a better dribbler. Now for the dribbling attribute, that is probably the most important attribute when it comes to dribbling, or probably second to agility maybe. It's between agility and dribbling, but dribbling basically determines how close you can keep the ball to your feet while controlling it. This attribute is very, very important when it comes to dribbling. You definitely need it if you guys want to be a better dribbler. This is basically determining whether you want to be dribbling like Lukaku or Messi basically, or Neymar. Anything higher than 90, 90 dribbling should be good enough and allow you to dribble very good. Now for the pace, obviously there's a lot of importance to pace in general when it comes to dribbling, especially acceleration. Now what I like to do personally is lower the sprint speed as low as possible and try to max out the acceleration. So as you guys can see, I got 96 acceleration and 89 sprint speed. This basically allows my top speed to be much more lower. So obviously when your top speed is lower, you have better control of the ball when you're obviously running with the ball. I'll give you perfect examples of players who got insane dribbling in the game. If you look at their pace, for example Messi, he's got 87 acceleration and 76 sprint speed. That's a perfect example. Also, it depends on your play style. If you lots love to abuse pace when you dribble, like Mbappe for example, then definitely max out your sprint speed too. But if you guys prefer to, be more elegant with the ball and not really use too much speed, then, obviously as I told you before, max out the acceleration and lower the sprint speed. Another tip that can improve your dribbling instantly, and that's going to have to be running styles or running animations. Now, I previously made a whole video on running styles for, every single position and build or play style, for example. That's why I'm not going to be going into too much detail, but obviously, running styles such as T-Rex and, heads down. Heads down is, I think, Messi's running style, and T-Rex is Robin's running style. Another running style that can improve your dribbling, which I've heard, is El Pato. I've never used it before, but a lot of people, my comments for the running style or running animation video are telling me El Pato is actually pretty good when it comes to dribbling. So give it a try. Another dribbling running style or running animation you should definitely try out, and it has to be the buzz. I personally use this running style a lot, and it actually works for me when I'm dribbling. For the last running style you should definitely use, and that has to be Morning Sunshine. I think that's Sterling's running style, but a lot of people do use it. I got a friend that actually likes to dribble with it, and it's actually pretty good and it works for him. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the running styles you should try out. If I did forget anything, definitely put it in the comments down below. Now for another tip to improving your dribbling instantly. Now if you guys go to controller settings, obviously Pro Clubs is an online game mode, so you're gonna have to put the competitive master switch on. And for contextual agile dribbling, it's always gonna be off because obviously Pro Clubs is an online game mode. And if you guys go down, make sure analog sprint is always on. If it's off, your player will reach top speed in literally a second, but if you have it off, your player will literally gradually build up speed, and as you build up speed you become faster and faster till you reach your top speed, and this actually makes it much more easier to dribble. Now that's it for the tips to instantly become a better dribbler. I've told you everything you need to know, and now let's get straight to learning how to dribble. I'm gonna give you a whole dribbling tutorial, and hopefully by the end of the whole video you'll instantly become a better dribbler and destroy people and break ankles. Also, this might take a lot of practice before we get started, so as soon as you obviously finish watching the video, you should definitely try this in the skill games in Pro Clubs until you guys are ready to try this in a Pro Clubs match. I would advise you to practice in the novice attacking scenarios in the Pro Clubs skill games. That's the best area to master your dribbling. This is a good area to practice your dribbling because obviously you can just hold R2 and run past bots, but if you try to actually beat a bot in terms of dribbling, they will know what you're gonna do and they'll just instantly try to clamp you down. So obviously when you practice against the bots, that will instantly make you a better dribbler. Now guys, we're gonna get started on the dribbling tutorial. So there's different ways to dribbling. There's actually I think 4 ways to dribbling. You can obviously incorporate skill moves into your dribbling as well. That's what I do too, but that's for another day. Also, there's different ways to dribbling and they have their own names as well. And I do know some of their names, but obviously tell me in the comments below if you lots know their exact names, because I may get them wrong. Also, these 4 ways of dribbling should definitely be incorporated, when you actually, play in a match, depending on different situations and scenarios, which I'm going to show you right now. But anyways, I'm going to call them types or dribbling types. Now for the first dribbling type, it's going to have to be left stick dribbling. Now what I like to do with the left stick dribbling is using R2 with it, so those two are very important. Now for the first situation, you can see me holding R2 the whole time and I'm slowly creeping up on the player, and as soon as the player comes close to me, I let go of R2 straight away and I flick my left stick down and I go straight, and as you guys can see, I beat my player. It's all about reaction time, so how fast are you to reacting. So as soon as he comes close to you, you let go of R2, you quickly move your left stick down or up, and then you go straight after. Now for the second situation, I done the exact same thing as I told you before guys. I ran to him at full speed, holding R2. Some people like to stop, holding R2 when they get closer to the defender. But what I do is I continue holding R2. When I get close to him, I quickly stop holding R2, I go down and then I go straight. And what happens? I beat my man, but obviously he fouls me in the end and my player loses balance because I got fouled by the defender, and in a normal situation that would have been a free kick. You guys need to be more direct when you dribble. I've noticed a lot of people holding R1 in weird situations like this, but that's not what R1's for, which I'll explain later. But in this situation, you have to be direct and you have to run at them. Now for the third situation, I'm doing a bit of deception. Deception is very important when it comes to dribbling. Now as you lot can see, I'm holding R2, I'm just continually holding R2, then I stop as soon as I start getting closer to the defender. I pretend I'm going down, he's starting to think I'm going to go down rather than going straight. Then as soon as I go down guys, I quickly go straight. Then I hold R2 till I meet the next defender and cut inside and finesse shot, easy. Usually players, when I watch them, they would always stop holding R2. If you guys stop holding R2, the player behind you would just clamp you, so you need to always put pressure on the defender in front of you while also making sure the defender behind you isn't keeping up with you. This is very hard to explain, but eventually you guys should understand what I mean. Also, when you do left stick dribbling, always try to mix it about. Don't just hold R2 the whole time, and at the same time don't always let go of R2 for too long. You have to always mix it about because R2 is important for speed boosting, but also when you let go of R2 you can have more control when you dribble with the left stick. Now for the second dribbling type, which is holding L1, I think it's called strafe dribbling. Do correct me in the comments below if I do get the name wrong. I actually like strafe dribbling a lot. It's very good if you lots love doing speed boosting. Also, strafe dribbling is very overpowered when you have very high pace. So if you guys are on a 97 pace, you have 97 sprint speed and 97 acceleration, then you lots will be doing strafe dribbling at its best. But if you lots have a sort of messy type of pace where you have very high acceleration and low sprint speed, then you won't be doing it as good as someone that has max pace. As I said, it's all about your play style. If you lots want to play like Mbappe, then max out your pace and you lots will be able to do strafe dribbling in your dribbling locker. But if you lots prefer to be a messy type of dribbler, then I feel like strafe dribbling isn't really for you. It all depends on your play style. And I do like mixing it about with my R2 dribbling a lot too. Now what strafe dribbling is, basically all you do is hold L1, and as soon as you hold L1, that's when you start doing strafe dribbling. This dribbling type is so overpowered. If you lots master how to do strafe dribbling, you lots will be unstoppable when you dribble, especially if you combine other dribbling types with the strafe dribbling. Now I'm going to show you the first scenario on what to do with the strafe dribbling. So in the first scenario, I'm just holding R2 normally. I wait for the defender to get close to me, and that's when I start to hold L1. And remember guys, this is all about reaction time. So as soon as I see him get close to me, I basically let go of L1 and I hold R2 to the left, and I literally destroy this guy or this bot. When I say left, I mean the player's left, but when it comes to the controller, just move your left stick to the top and basically yeah, that's it. Now for the second scenario, I use the strafe dribbling a bit too early, but that's fine. And then what I do is I just play around with him. I do left right, I shift around a bit, and as soon as he gets close to me, I speed boost to the strafe dribbling. I use the R2 the whole time, cut in, finesse, bang. Now things I feel like people would do and they need to not do that. First of all is holding R2 the whole time. You lots need to make sure you do that, because if you just dribble normally, then the player behind you will catch up and clamp you, as I said before. Now the second thing is guys, as soon as you feel like you want a finesse shot, let go of R2 and just cut in with the left stick dribbling, because when you hold R2 you have no control when you dribble, but as soon as you let go of that R2 button, you have better control and you can basically turn more easily and just finesse shot. Now we're done with the strafe dribbling. For the third dribbling type, it's gonna have to be when you hold the L2 and R2 together. I think it's called slow dribbling because I did check the controls for the controller and it did say it's called slow dribbling. So let's get straight to the scenarios of the slow dribbling. We're gonna start with the first scenario. So for the first scenario, I'm using R2 dribbling a bit, then I do the L2 and R2 and I do a full spin, a full 360, and I beat the man and I finesse shot. The slow dribbling type is very good when it comes to keeping the ball on your feet, and if you guys want to do a lot of changing directions, a lot of deceptions, this is the perfect type of dribbling to do. As you lot saw, I literally done a full 360 while the ball was close to my feet, and I always do this in a pro clubs game and it's very effective. If you guys master this type of dribbling, you will be dangerous. Now for the second scenario, I hold R2, I try to get close to the defender as much as possible, then I start doing the L2 and R2 dribbling. I go left, right, you know, trying to be as unpredictable as possible, because defenders in these sort of situations don't know whether you're going to go to their right or their left, so they're going to have to keep on guessing. And because the ball is so close to your feet, it's going to be very hard to take the ball off you. Basically, the ball is stuck to your feet, but anyways, I go to my left, you know, I shoot near post and I score. But anyways, these are the sort of scenarios where, you know, I'd always, you know, use L2 and R2, you know, sort of dribbling, you know, to beat my man. Definitely master this type of dribbling, it is so good. Now we're done with the third, you know, dribbling type, which is slow dribbling. Now for the fourth dribbling type, it's going to have to be agile dribbling. Now I'm going to be so honest with everyone, you know, that's watching my video. I actually, you know, don't really like to use agile dribbling compared to the other dribbling types. I actually find it, I wouldn't really say useless, but at the same time, it's not as effective compared to the other dribbling types, so it's in between. I would say, you know, it depends on your preference. If you lot prefer to use, you know, agile dribbling a lot, then go for it, but me personally, I don't try to use it too much. Now to do agile dribbling, all you have to do is hold R1 and just move the left stick left, right or something like that. And as soon as you stop holding R1, you'll basically stop doing agile dribbling. That's simply how it works. But anyways, I'm going to show you the first scenario of when to use agile dribbling. So as you lot can see, you know, I'm running down the wing, you know, I do a little pause and I do the agile dribbling a little bit. Then obviously I beat the man and I shoot. One tip I have for you lots is not to do agile dribbling for too long. Don't be that weirdo that holds R1 for a good minute and spams, you know, left, right for the whole time. That is not effective and you're just wasting time pretty much. Agile dribbling is at its most effective when you don't do it for too long. But once, you know, you just keep doing the same thing and you just abuse it too much and do it for more than, I don't know, 10 seconds, it just becomes pointless. Now for the second scenario, so what I done was, you know, I went close to the defender, I used the agile dribbling to do a cutback and then I went forward and then I basically beat another man and I scored a goal from it. But these are the two situations I'll do agile dribbling. But anyways, I am done showing you guys a tutorial in how to dribble and teaching you guys the basics and how to become a better dribbler in general. Hopefully you also subscribe to my channel if you're new here and definitely smash a like button. I'm trying to get more than 100 likes in the video. And yeah guys, see you lots next time. Bye.